What is up, guys? Welcome to Fast Brain Sobriety. We are going to be going through some questions that were asked in the school community today. It's Fast Brain Friday, so we're gonna go through some questions that were asked in the community. And one of the questions is, how do I stay motivated to live alcohol free? We're gonna jump into that today. If you have any questions you want me to answer, just give me a shoot it and put it in uh, the question thread that I put out there the other day, and I'll try and answer your questions as we go through this every single Friday. So today we're going to be talking about how do I stay motivated to live alcohol free. It's going to be real answers for fast brains. So why motivation isn't enough, right? So motivation is kind of like caffeine, right? It gives you temporary boost, but it's always crashes, right? When I woke up this morning, I didn't want to get out of bed, but I have things in place. I have systems and habits in place, so I do get out of bed. Sometimes I don't want to do a lot of things in my life because I don't get the necessarily get the dopamine out of it, but I put systems and habits in place so I get to do other things. So motivation is kind of like caffeine. It's one of these things that gives you a little bit of a boost, but it never lasts long term. Willpower is finite. You're strong in the morning, but exhausted at night, and this is also comes along with your motivation. Willpower and motivation are kind of go hand in hand, right? You're strong in the morning. You really want to change things. Maybe you could even be feeling a little bit sick from being hungover, those kinds of things. But you're exhausted at night. You forget about the pain, the shame, the guilt, the anxiety, and you just want quick relief. And that's where if you don't have a system and a plan in place, you're gonna be able to get to where you want to go. And ADHD has a burnout speed, right? Fast brains burn energy quicker. Motivation collapses when a regulation is missing. So the big takeaway here is motivation fades, systems don't. So we want to kind of have a systems based thinking when it comes to sobriety, right? Because if you read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, I highly recommend it. It's a great book, and in that book he talks about having goals, right? If you have a goal, it's great. You can want to lose weight, you can want to quit drinking, you can want to do all these things in your life as a goal. But if you don't have the system behind it, is you're never going to get to where you want to go. Or if you do, it's just going to be one of these things where you get it momentarily and then it comes back. So you want to build systems instead of having motivation or even goals sometimes, right? So why do motivation fails in early sobriety? Well, number one, dopamine drops, right? Alcohol gives fast dopamine. When you stop, energy and mood crashes. Your brain screams, "Go back, go back, go back! I need more dopamine, right? I need this hit of dopamine, right?" And once your dopamine starts dropping, you start making bad choices because you want just your brain wants to get that dopamine, and sometimes it's just a chemistry thing. It's not a weakness. A number two thing to understand about motivation and why it fails in early sobriety is fast brains need now, right? Neurotypical brains can wait 6 months, they can wait 3 months, they can wait 2 months. The delayed gratification is there for a lot of people, but fast brains need immediate relief. Early sobriety doesn't give that yet. Immediate relief always wins when you need it, when you need alcohol to shut off your brain, when you need alcohol to relieve that tension, when you need alcohol to, kill that boredom. Those are the immediate relief traps that we get caught in, and that's something that we don't want to have to use just motivation to get through that. We want to have a habit and a system. Number three is willpower runs out. Fast brains burn energy all day, and by the evening, your tank is empty. Right? Relapse happens after 5 o'clock. That's why when we get home, I know for me, when I was drinking, I would get home a late night. I would work night shift. I would get home around 11 o'clock at night, and I was already just looking forward to that drink. I was anticipating the whole drive home. I got time to go to the liquor store, or sometimes I'd buy it beforehand. I'd get home, and my willpower was not there anymore. Even though I said I wasn't gonna drink in the morning, I was definitely drinking at night because I was just relying on willpower. I didn't have a system in place. I didn't have habits in place. I didn't understand any of these things, and I went back to drinking. Number four, shame kills motivation. What's wrong with me? Thoughts lower dopamine even further. Shame loops create relapse. They call it the screw it trap, right? When you have one drink and you say, screw it, I'm just going to continue drinking. Even if you have one drink throughout these 7 days, or if you join Fast Brain 90, and you have a drink, that's okay. Because what happens is we have that drink, we have systems and plans in place in case that happens, and then we can move forward instead of just going into that shame cycle, saying screw it and continuing on. And that's what a lot of people do. And there's a difference between a slip and a relapse, right? A slip is just, okay, I had a drink, I'm going to move forward. A relapse is the screw it cycle. I don't want it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to continue doing it because I already started. So you don't want to get caught up in that either. So you're going to also want to replace motivation with these regulation tools that we talked about. If you've gone through the sub roadmap, if you haven't, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. So go in the classroom, jump into the 7-day sober roadmap, and we're gonna talk about the 6 sober switches inside of there. Also, Fast Brain 90 that's opening up here in a couple at the end of the week or end of next week. Sorry, that's gonna be where you want are gonna learn more about these sober switches, how to implement them, habits and systems, and all these great things we're talking about. But for now, just understand that replace motivation with regulation. So we got something called the 2 minute journal. I write three simple things: one win, one thought, one intention. Have that 2 minute journal there. Have a journal there. Make it something that you want to pick up, something nice that you want to do. Jump into that journal and just say, I'm going to journal for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, right? And that's all you need to do to get your brain motivated. Because if it's too hard, you're not going to do it. If it's too easy, you're not going to do it. 2 minutes seems kind of like the sweet spot for me, at least. When I want to do something, I'll say I'll just do it for 2 minutes. I definitely end up doing it for more. 2 minute connection equals dopamine, right? So text somebody, post in the group, send encouragement. Those are the kind of connection things we want to do because that's going to help us boost that dopamine as well. And it gives us a little bit of oxytocin. Dr. Ned Hallowell, the ADHD expert, in his book ADHD 2.0, calls connection vitamin C for fast brains, right? So we really want to have that connection in our life. So just 2 minutes of connection, text somebody, post in the group, send encouragement to somebody. That's really going to boost that dopamine as well and keep you motivated. 5 minute learning break, right? Small learning equals progress is a progress signal, right? So watch a video, read a page, listen to a clip, watch these videos just for 5 minutes. That's why I break these videos down usually into about 5 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer if it's a more broad topic. But we're gonna just try to do that 5 minute learning break. And a great way to start is just by watching these videos, right? Or watching someone else's videos on quitting drinking. Reading a book. If you read 10 pages of a personal development book, I'm currently reading The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. It's a great book. And just get in there, read 10 pages of a personal development book every single day. That's 300 pages a month. And that's going to build a huge momentum in your life because that's 12 books in a year. Most people don't even read one book after high school. So definitely learning break is a great too. And that really keeps me motivated as well. And a lot of people I work with. A 5 minute movement break. Movement regulates dopamine. So go for a walk, stretch, do some push-ups, those kinds of things. A 5 minute project, right? Progress beats cravings. Work on your business, organize your health, have a family project. A lot of people do a lot of cleaning. It's spring at the time of this video, so a lot of people are jumping in, do some spring cleaning, whatever it is, make it a project, something project based that you can do not only once, but over time. Get a goal, set a goal, put a system in place to reach that goal over time for the 5 minute project. So that's great too. And then the power pause, right? Shut down panic mode. 60 to 90 seconds, right? A power pause is the grounding exercise we talk about in the SOAP roadmap. So it's just five things you want to think about. So what kind of 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can taste, 3 things you can taste, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can feel physically, and then set your intention. What is my intention? And once you set your intention, and then you can move into these kind of sober switches that are happening. So 2 minute journal, 2 minute connection, those kinds of things. Once we get our brain grounded and back into that executive function, it's a lot easier to get into better habits, make better decisions with the power pause. So that's super super important as well. So the bottom line is, if freedom comes from systems, not from trying harder. Regulation, reward, purpose, identity, those are the things that are going to equal freedom. If you just rely on motivation all the time and you're white knuckling it and you're relying on willpower, it's never going to work out for you. It hasn't worked out for me, and it hasn't worked out for a lot of people I work with because motivation always fades. It's something that's not reliable. It's something that we don't always have. Yes, it's great to be motivated and get pumped up, and that's why we have Fast Food 90. We have the Monday morning motivation calls, right? We want to get pumped up. We want to set the goals for the week. We want to put our systems in place. We want to do those things, and that's great. You can listen to motivational videos, but if you don't have those systems to follow through on that, that's where the real problem comes. That's when you get these kind of things where we're going through them, going through life, just kind of reading books and never taking action, or watching videos and never taking action. Right? We want to combine our motivation with regulation, reward, purpose, identity, those kinds of things that are really going to help us. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys want to learn more about this, jump into the 7 day roadmap here inside the school community. It's a great place to start. We also have Fastbrain 90 starting up. I do have a founders round coming up. It's just $10 for the first months, for the first phase, the first 30 days of Fastbrain 90, because I'm building it out right now. I'm just putting it out there for $10 for the first month. The price does go up after that month, but if you want to continue on, if not, you can just cancel and you guys can move on from there. But hopefully, we can get you to at least your first 30 days of living alcohol free. Inside there, you're going to learn about systems and habits and more about these, more about the sober habits. the all the frameworks that we have. So it's a great place to start. It's a great place to hold each other accountable to what we want to do and get past this motivations phase and into the freedom phase that fast brain sobriety really wants you to have. So, anyways, guys, if you're interested in that, you can DM me or I'll leave a link in the description how to get started with that. And thank you so much for jumping into Fast Brain Fridays. Give me a question to answer next week, and I will answer it the best I can. And hopefully, we can see you guys in the next Fast Brain Friday. You can join me live as well if you want to. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining.